Welcome back, Expresso family. You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And we always tell you each and every morning that we only ever bring you superstars. And this morning, it is a face that is not unfamiliar to your screen. No. She is the best criminal lawyer on our TV screens in South Africa, okay? Probably the world, actually. Who's Annalise Keating? Who's Olivia Pope? Get them out of here, okay? We've got Shannon Esra in the house. And of course, you know her from the SABC shows such as Yizo Yizo. We know her from Hard Copy. And of course, Isidingo. And we love her as well because she's a multifaceted woman. And that is why she is going to be having her one-woman play, My Left Breast, that is going to be at the theatre on the Square in Sandton from the 7th to the 11th of May, 2024. Everybody, please can we give her a very feel-good morning welcome. It is Shannon Esra. Come on.
Thank you.
Shannon, I'm so starstruck.
No, stop it,
oh
please.
Oh my goodness. Also, can you represent me, please?
I mean, sure. Let me go and study law.
Okay,
no
perfect.
problem. No problem.
Shannon, let's speak about that.
Yeah.
What did you actually study? And do people ever ask you for real? Like, please, will you represent me?
I studied a BA in dramatic art
Love
at the
that.
University of
Witwatersrand. Yeah.
And I get asked fairly frequently.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I get messages on X, Twitter, whatever we're calling it now. Please, I need help. I need a lawyer. It's like 2 in the morning,
no.
and you're like, I'm not a lawyer.
That is so funny.
Can't help you.
And imagine, what if they're like admitting things to you and like, oh.
No, it's a phenomenon, really. It's endlessly amusing to me.
Course.
But I love it. I mean, it's wonderful to be considered in that way, because then it means that it's coming across as real.
I was gonna say
what we want.
Literally, it speaks to your talent and how incredibly good you are at what you do. But of course, like I said, multifaceted. You act. You're a voiceover artist. You do theatre. It's all of these different things. I have to ask you to choose between your children now, Shannon.
Oh no,
which one do you love the most between acting, public speaking, and voiceover work?
Oh no, it's definitely acting.
Really?
For sure. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I love to embody somebody else. I love to, you have an ability to really affect someone through a character or an experience or a situation. And it's a very rewarding thing when someone will say, that inspired me, or that, I get a lot of young women who tell me that I've inspired them to be a lawyer.
Oh, man.
Not an actor, by the way, a lawyer. And I'm like, yes, girl, represent, please.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's incredible. And also, I also think, there's that relating part where people are able to relate to the character that you portray.
Yeah, because there's story is one of the most connecting things on the planet.
100%.
And when you can see yourself in someone else and you feel represented, or it's a mirror. It's very comforting. I think we all just want to be seen.
100%. Yeah. But let's go to the characters that you portrayed.
Oh dear.
Out of every single one.
Oh, you're asking me to pick a child again?
I am again.
Girl.
Yes, we're playing Pick a Child here on Expresso. Out of every single character that you portrayed, which one is your favorite and why?
That's unfair.
Yeah, you have to. You have to, Shannon.
My favorite?
Yes.
I can't say favorite, but I can say I think the one that is probably the most special to me is Samantha Hugo from Lioness.
Sure.
And then I'd have to say Sandra.
Of course. I mean, Sandra was just like, you know what I mean?
Sandra changed so much for me.
Everything. Iconic.
Yeah, she's been a real blessing.
Yeah.
And I've spent so much time with Sandra, but in terms of real intensity, it's definitely Sam.
I love it. And you bring that
Sam
intensity.
changed me a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I ask why?
Sam taught me to be brave in a very different way. She was just so resilient and unstoppable.
Yes.
And so impulsive. I'm not an impulsive person. I don't, my father will say, you act in haste, you repent in leisure.
Yes.
And so I'm very thoughtful, but Sam would just go at a problem and it released a couple of things for me.
That's beautiful. That makes me happy because I'm always happy when artists are able to get something from their art as well, because you guys give so much of yourselves.
Well, I think that every single character comes along to shift some aspect of you.
Sure.
You know, you have to approach everything with so much curiosity. You can't come at a character with judgment.
Yeah.
You're not doing your job correctly.
Yeah.
So it shifts you. It opens you up.
I love that. Yeah. But let's speak about this now, Shannon, because I know that Isidingo is something that will forever be in our hearts.
Oh,
forever.
the dingo.
Yeah, oh, the dingo.
Got my baby.
Is that all you guys know at the dingo?
Dingo got my baby.
Oh, my word. I want to know, when it comes to Isidingo, because I got told by our amazing producer that you were cast for 2 roles on Isidingo.
Yes, I played 2 different people at 2 different times.
How did this happen?
So when I first was cast in Isidingo, it was 2004, and I had a 3-month storyline playing a character by the name of Yvette May, and she came on as Kyle Ortlip's girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
And she became involved in this very intense cult. And Langley Kirkwood was playing Gustav.
Yes.
And it was just a 3-month, you know, it was really just to move Kyle's character along, and it was incredible to be at the SABC filming every day for those 3 months. And then 10 years later,
10.
I had just moved back from Los Angeles. I lived in LA for 6 years, and I'd been back about 4 weeks, and I'd been visiting my parents first, and I came back to Joburg, and I popped in to see my agents at the time, and my agent looked at me, he said, "When last were you on Isidingo?" And I was like, I don't know, 10 years ago. I mean, I was just such a broken little human when I got back.
Aww.
And he was like, "I think it's been long enough." And I went, "Vague, what?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "There's a character that's come in."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, yeah, sure. It's time's passed." And he said, I said, "Okay, so when's the audition?" And he said, no, it's yours if you want it. And I went,
Come on.
"What's that now?" And and then that's where Angelique came in.
Yeah, and the rest is history.
And the rest is
and again,
history.
you are making history with your one-woman play, My Left Breast. Please tell us all about it, why we need to go watch it, where can we get tickets?
Okay, so you can get tickets on CompuTicket for Theatre on the Square, and then I'm also doing a run after that at the Kingsmead College Theatre called the Mkhwanazi Theatre.
Yes.
And that will be available. That's available on Quicket now. So the play, I mean, it's an astonishing piece of work. And in 2020, when I was at Wits, I did a 20-minute, very abridged version of it for a third-year director's black box theatre.
Yes.
And my drama teacher from high school had come to see it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, in September of this year, she voice noted me, and she was like, "What was that play you did about the boob?"
About the
So, My Left Breast by Susan Miller. She said, "I think you're old enough now to really do it properly."
Oh, wow.
And I was excited and terrified, and there it was. And it's an astonishing play. It's an astonishing true story. It's a woman's account of 12 years of her recovery from breast cancer.
Sure.
The loss of a child, motherhood,
Wow.
womanhood, grief, loss, heartbreak. It's full of pathos and wit, and it's achingly heartfelt and funny. You know, people think, oh, it's a play about cancer, you can't laugh. And I'm like, if you don't laugh, we're going to die.
100%.
It is funny, it is dry, and just so honest and
Beautiful.
raw, and there's something in it for everybody.
We can't wait. Everybody will be there. I will be there. The crew will be there. You will be there. Remember,
I will be there.
Yes,
I have to be there.
If you're not there,
No, I'll be there.
She will 100% be there. 7th to 11th of May 2024, of course. And you need to make sure that you get your tickets on CompuTicket. It is Theatre on the Square in Sandton. And I can't wait to see you there when we go and check Sandra doing her thing. Or forgive me, I'm saying Sandra now.
That's fun.
Check Shannon.
I go by
doing
many
her thing.
names.
Many names. And we love each and every one of them. I can't wait. And I know it's going to be absolutely brilliant because of this thespian that is right here beside me. For now, though, Expresso family, make sure you do not go anywhere. Cape Town, what's going on your side?